Okay, fans, it's time for USFL football from 1984. This is a preseason game that was played on January 29th, 1984. A couple of things I want to point out to you on this. This is not exactly historically correct. Of course, college football 24 is going by the 24-25 rules of that era, of this era. The teams don't exactly have the actual rosters, players for those games. I can tell you that the uniforms are authentic and the fields are authentic, but that's about it. Everything else is kind of adapted to modern day doings. A couple of things. The uh, rosters and the uniform were created by OG USFL. Uh, the weather conditions, or the actual weather conditions of the day, which are being gleaned out of weatherunderground.com, and the uniform sets from Gridiron Uniform Database. Although this is the preseason and we don't know exactly what happened in the preseason because no TV or radio or anything like that, and Gridiron Uniform Database didn't have preseason set up for that. But I'm going with Arizona being in the white uniforms and Oakland in the away uniforms. Uh, so here we go. We'll start by setting up the actual game, and then we play ball. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer from the College Football 24 play-by-play will be doing this game. And after that, I'll come back and talk to you a little bit. Anyway, here we go. Invaders at the Wranglers.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are surrounded by pageantry and tradition, and it's clear to see that college football will be at its best today. They're just about ready to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. All right, guys, here's our first look at this offense today. And here comes their leader, Jesse. He just has a way of elevating everybody's play.
And he's a point guard, too. So good at distributing the football, finds the open guys, and he makes this offense go.
Makes it go, and just, you can trust him. Everything is available, but you're not playing with one arm behind your back. You've got all guns blazing.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just know where to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Dropping back, it's Bowers. Quickly to the tight end. They get him down after he makes the catch.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job for him today.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Finds his tight end. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Off the play fake on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Snatched it right out of the air and waltzed his way into the end zone for the touchdown. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes courtesy of the big play covering 61 yards on the touchdown pass. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And you'd better be sharp throwing the football to the outside, Jesse, because both of these teams have lock-up corners.
And they're really good at baiting you into throwing their way as well. You got to be careful. And, David, I like these guys, too, because they're not afraid to get their face in the fan and support the run game.
No doubt. And it's fun because when you're a defense and you can shut down half the field, you can do so many different things to give other guys help because you trust these guys on an island outside.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Bowers. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught. But how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Pressure coming. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in 3rd and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Catches it at the 30. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Trying to turn the corner on the jet sweep. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think in today's era of college football, we get enamored with the jet sweep. It's exciting. You're getting this wide receiver involved in the run game, but sometimes it's just better to go old school and just run the football conventionally north-south.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Red pass, it's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Defenses throughout the week study every 3rd down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Stopped after making the catch.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Second down coming up. Wide out in motion. They'll go back to the ground. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. As the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
And here comes the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
A 1st and 10 for this offense. Quick release on the RPO. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. The quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. They'll try to get the corner here on the jet sweep. At the 35, he's loose. The expressway is wide open. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Smashes it through for the PAT. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with an electrifying 45-yard run to the house. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Bell. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. A little release to the back. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Reads it, fires complete. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Bowers. Looking down the middle. Hauls it in. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Got it behind the line. It's English. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Off the play fake. Swings it out to his running back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Some misdirection with the counter. Shakes off the defender. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here. I'm looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play, quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, caused a wreck. That had to be a blown assignment. 3rd down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. Back to throw, it's Bowers. Got his man down the middle. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Go straight ahead. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Pushes ahead. He bangs his way in for the score.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So the 16-play drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner will be brought down. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Used the play fake, now to throw. What a snag by the defense. Ripping through the defense. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Paul finds his man on the left. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. He'll do it himself. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
How great is it to be an offensive coordinator having a quarterback like this? Because he can go and generate 1st downs with throwing the ball and running the ball. It seems like there's nothing this kid can't do.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. It's complete, a huge pickup. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. At after the score. We'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. And this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Still running at the 40. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down on the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. At the 35, he's open. It's a fumble on the play. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. The sure hands. It's English. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Leaves it with the back. Headed to the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Trying to pound their way in. Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. First down here for the offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He's going for the big play. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
Hand off from the shotgun. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to run for it. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
The defense blows up the ISO play by getting penetration right up the middle, and that forces the negative play.
They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. The offense set for a first down play. Pulled and finds his man on the left. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking downfield, it's Bowers. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They try to pop a run on the draw. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
And that play had no chance. And you sell pass, and you want to sneak the draw in there. The idea is to get those defensive linemen, Palmer, running up the field. But it's almost like they knew what was coming, and they shut that down quick.
Yeah, and so you're running the play. It's not going to be a great look defensively. As a quarterback, then, you've got to do a real good job of trying to sell pass. And I think he just hurried it a little bit too much. That play didn't look like it was going to have a chance anyways, but the quarterback, he's got to be a better actor on those draw plays.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Leaves it with the running back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Looking for a crease to the left. Down to the 26-yard line where the tackle was made. Pick up a 5 and a first down. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. He's going to pass. Coming after it. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. And the offense sprung a big-time leak, and the quarterback went down.
And when you're throwing the football, you're trying to stop the best athletes in the world from getting to your quarterback. They're going to get there. They're pinning their ears back, get to the QB, get the sack.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Bowers. He makes a catch. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, it didn't take long for this guy to leave his impact in the game, guys. With that catch, this guy's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're not even done the first half.
This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal.